2 new tires are on. Well, 2 new used steer tires.
You know, it might be dry enough today that we get a mow. Well, Courtney will anyway. Mow down the jungle. Then we can maybe work on our little duck pond again. Some landscaping. It's now that that kid makes money by the load instead of by the hour. I can never be on time. So you're gonna be late. I'm not gonna be late. It's an hour drive. Well, it's a 50-minute drive. And they open at 7:30. It was 6:15. He's already hounding. Nothing like getting yelled at by the kid, right? I think he's just excited. The whole working for himself and owning his own truck, doing his own thing and not clocking in. Not that he's very old and done it for very long, but yeah, it's got him excited. I heard him in the kitchen and the bathroom and all that stuff getting ready at like 5 o'clock. I was laughing. I told the wife, I'm like, oh, give it 2 weeks. I'm like, once the monotony hits in. I said he won't be so excited, but we'll let him have it while he can have it. Or while he's got it. And it's chilly this morning. When we got 39 degrees. Definitely feels like May again. The 90s are gone. But like I said, it'd be nice. I gotta spray the yard. Our yard, it's embarrassing. We've had people coming out wanting to look at campers, and it's just like, and it's raining, cold, and whatever. We can't mow, we can't spray. And it's been like 2 weeks, and the place has gone to crap. It's embarrassing. Enough talking, we gotta get going because the kid's way ahead of us now. I got some lens wipes, some tape to stick my stuff in the window. Gotta get that stuff put away, and then we'll be on our way. We were 1 car away from being able to cross the road. That little tanker was sitting right in the middle of the road. If he would have went to the left 1 more car length, it would have made a world of difference. You see all the corn on the ground? Whoopsies. Oh, I did a video last time about spilling the beans. This one was not my fault. Well, the last one technically was 50% my fault. This one was not my fault. So I just pull ahead when the weights get to where I need them to be. And she doesn't weigh me on or anything anymore. So I pull ahead, I get to the back, and I can see in the little office there, she's sitting on her computer. So I got up to 98,000 and I chirped my horn, and she didn't do nothing. So and then, because she's had to shut the leg off. So anyway, then I blew the air horn and then put it in reverse and started backing up, and by the time I got it backing up, it was spilling off the side. And then when I closed my tarp, well, you've seen, I dumped some on the ground back there. I didn't make it back to Marcus last night quick enough. We were about 10 minutes late, so the ethanol plant was closed when we got back. So we are loaded this morning. We're gonna go unload, and then Damian called. He's down in Anthony getting ready to get loaded, and the lady told him that we're not loading out of Anthony today. We got to drive down to Mapleton. I think it's only like 10 miles away, 15 miles away. It's not too far. So we're going to run back and forth from Mapleton to Sloan today, hauling corn, I'd imagine. She said we're just doing a transfer from one new co-op to the other new co-op. So we're going to transfer corn, and then at the end of the day, when we're ready to call it quits, she said to come back to Anthony. She'll get us a load of corn coming back up to Marcus.
Here's the little town of Danbury. There's supposed to be a stop sign right here. Oh, there's it over here. I don't know. They got like the stop ahead. Oh, maybe it's way up here. They just labeled it like 2 blocks ahead, 3 blocks ahead. Oh, no, there's one right here. How about we trim a tree? Let's do some tree trimming. So Mapleton, where we're going to get loaded, is where Schmidt, if you ever watch Trucking with Schmidt, that's where he's from. Alright, let's see if we do this right. Damian said we go unload or load over there. We got one guy unloading. Looks like we're gonna go and load right next to him. Gotta go your way? What's that?
I think you're gonna hit here.
Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna hit on this side too. Back in. Oh, what? Oh. You want me to back in?
Yeah. Go slow.
Alright, let's see how good Damian's directions are. I didn't ask the lady where I had to go. Damian told me you just go all the way to the end, you do a U-turn, and then, oh, I bet you it's that building right over there. You can kind of see the 2 doors. Oh yeah, there's a guy over there blowing all the dust away. So that is where we go to unload. But apparently they're transferring a bunch of corn over here. They sold a bunch that's getting shipped out on rail cars, so that's why we're moving a bunch of corn. And they're using a wagon over there. Looks like they got some issues there. Got a lot of corn on the ground.
13-3 Mapleton.
Alright, I think the light was lit up next to the east pit, so we're gonna go to the east pit. We're gonna throw in my beating stick. We're gonna throw in some fuel. I said I was planning on not. I should have chopped off at Casey's and Marcus just to save me some time, but I didn't know we were switching things up today, so I was gonna run 1 route, maybe 2. And then get some fuel and grab some lunch or something. But my plans changed, so now, since I had to come way down here, I needed some fuel. We're just gonna throw in about 100 gallons. And call her good for today. You don't want to have too much in there. You don't want to be too heavy. Yep. We got Subway here, so I guess we can get some lunch here in a little while. It's only like a hour round trip. What am I doing? Wrong door. We want this door. That's the door we want. We want the organized chaos compartment. Oh, we gotta go shut the fuel off. We're under 100 gallons. What are we doing, bud? One pile? Huh. Must be laying in pretty flat or we're gonna be really light. We'll see, I guess. Last time you put 2 in. What's that noise? He jumped and I jumped. I don't know if you heard the camera, it sounded like an air horn. I don't know, I hope we're not late. These things load really fast. That corner just blows in there. It lays pretty flat, so we shall see. But I have to back in. I can't drive in. Yeah, well, I guess I had the camera on. You guys seen how that went last time? That little 45-degree angle there. My stacks just barely miss it, and I don't have that tall a stack. There's guys here with taller stacks than I got, so I'm assuming they back in too. All right, we are good. Let's go see what our weights are. Yeah, they have a lot of trucks coming in and out of here today. So over in Sloan, they're loading rail car, and apparently they ain't got enough corn on hand, and the train's already there, so they are on go-go mode. It looks like they got like everybody. There's a lot of trucks that were hauling to market with us, and there's a lot of trucks that I haven't seen before hauling, but our load gauge is pretty low. That's not a good sign. Pretty smooth. Not so much for Damian. Oh, that poor kid. He's just had a tire saga all week. He's had, what's he had? 2 flat tires this week? One on the trailer and one on the tractor. Yeah, one on the tractor yesterday. They had two holes side by side. So it took 2 patches to fix that one. He took that one to the tire shop over in Cherokee yesterday. Got that one fixed. So it was right in the middle of the day, so it wasn't going to hold air long enough for us to run all night or all day. So we wouldn't be able to fix it when he got home. So he kind of had a choice of go home and try and fix it by yourself, or wait for me to get home, or take it to Cherokee and get it fixed. So he took it to Cherokee, got it fixed, so he could keep running. And then yeah, he just called me a little bit ago. He was 2 miles from Sloan, 3 miles from Sloan, something like that. Went over the bridge and blew out a trailer tire, blew the whole sidewall out. Not on the tire, it was just fixed, but so his tires have, I don't know, 30-40% tread. They're not horrible. They still got quite a bit of life in them, but they don't have a used one, so he's got to put a new one on. Well, since the tread's so far off, I told David, I said, they might have you put 2 new tires on so you don't have one wearing way different than the other. And he texts me back, he goes, yep, getting 2 new ones. Oh, he's definitely got his first weekend on being, owner-operator, and he was happy about the money he was going to be making, and now he's not happy about the money he's going to be spending. Oh, yeah, he's not not going to be used to spending as much money as he is, but he'll be okay. Once the checks start rolling in, he realizes you make a lot, but you spend a lot. Yeah, he's just not playing with those kind of numbers yet. He was doing the whole pencil and seeing what kind of numbers were coming in. Now he's getting kind of sick on the amount of numbers that are going out. Me, as a parent, as his dad, I find it hilarious. My wife's like, oh, you know, my baby. Apparently I'm just the asshole dad. He'll get used to it. Growing pains. Gonna have a little bit of a line. Not horrible. Probably about a half hour, I suppose. Nothing like being parked out here on the road. We had Clifford back there. I don't know if we told you guys that. Damian named his truck Clifford. Clifford, the big red truck. Not to be confused with Clifford, the big red dog. Oh, we better open our tarp. We better open it. We don't want to be caught with our tarp up.